Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the Finding Wisdom Show, and this is The Man Cave. I'm here with my astute colleagues here, Adrian, I got Al here, and my boy Tommy. First of all, I'm sure you want to know what a man cave is, so I'm going to leave that up to my friend here, Adrian, to explain that for you.
Thank you, Jay. You know, the definition of a man cave, it's a sanctuary. It's like a little piece of heaven for a man to just kind of escape to. You know, it's a little paradise from just get away from the realities, whether good or bad, just to get away from reality for a little while. You know, sometimes it's seen as maybe something in a negative way, but it's not. It's just, you know, guys just want to get a break from whether it's the work, the wife, the girlfriends, the family, whatever it is. Just a little place to escape and just be a man for a little while, you know, with other men and talk about everything from A to Z that affects men. That's what it is.
Yeah, I see that. It's a lot of people have the stigma that the moment a bunch of guys get together, something wrong is going to happen. But not for nothing. The ones that always think that out, it's always women. You know, they got to understand, just like women have their little salons where they have the little me times and the little time with their women hanging out. None of us guys ever have a problem with that. We let them go. But unfortunately, in most cases, women have a problem that guys getting together and having their own place where they can just call their own, shoot the breeze, do whatever they want, you know?
I don't think they mind. I think they get worried that there's other things going on in a man cave where it's not. We go there, we hang out, we like to have a couple of drinks, we watch a football game, we'll throw in a movie, we'll smoke some cigars, and we talk about life. Things that we did in the day, things that we're going to do with our families and friends. It's just like a typical hanging out with a bunch of guys where stress just flows away because we're talking one-on-one or different crews. We have a bunch of guys there, a bunch of guys in that party, and everybody's just talking. You know, we all hang out together, so we know what it's like. You know, we go to man caves all the time. You know, we have Tommy over here. Tommy knows the greatest thing. He's the man cave man.
See, my problem is, why is a man cave always classified as a basement, a garage, an extra bedroom? Why isn't it the main floor? Why isn't it when you walk into the house, that's your man cave? And of course, that's not going to happen. That's not realistic. But we all know it's a basement. It's a side room. And we have people we know that have man caves that are beautiful. Al has a beautiful man cave. You're able to smoke cigars in his man cave. Some others you're not. But sports, drinking, shooting the breeze, that's all what it's about in a man cave.
Absolutely. Playing cards.
Playing cards.
We basically sometimes have poker nights where the guys get together at a night. We say, listen, Thursday nights, man cave. Everybody brings something, right?
Yeah, it's
a sandwich.
It's like a community. Everybody kind of carries their weight. You know, somebody brings some cut meat. Somebody brings some wine. Somebody might bring, you know, scotch or whatever. You know,
good scotch.
Choose to drink.
Something that they buy that we didn't taste in a while.
And you know, you just kind of sit there, and it's really like a de-stress. You really just it's just kind of washing away the whatever might be going on in your life. You know, you might be having issues at home, one of your kids. If you're a married guy, if you're a single guy, God knows you're probably having a lot of other issues as far as being a single guy in the world today. And it's kind of I don't want to say networking to keep it in a like a work environment, but it's a place for you to give ideas, to gather ideas, get answers to questions that you don't necessarily, you don't want to bring up in a public forum. You know, it's a private hideaway where you can just be yourself.
Let's give them an example. When we were in the man cave, it was about a couple of weeks ago. A young kid comes in, one of our friends. He's dating, and he's having fights, and he's going to get married, and he sits there, and he starts talking to us about his girlfriend. And he's going to get married, and he's afraid they're always going to fight. So the married guys talk to him and say, listen, they talk about married life. It's going to happen that you're going to argue and fight. Things like that goes on.
Sure.
People think that we're just going in the man cave and we're going to be partying, drinking, broads, and having a good time.
I mean, that could happen, but in most cases it
Maybe
doesn't.
your man cave.
Take it easy.
Yeah, then again, yeah. Maybe.
I don't know anything about what Jay's talking about.
He's the wild one.
Well, that's true, But
Jay's a single guy.
yeah, that's true. But in all essence, what it really is, I mean, most men. Let's face it, guys. When we come from work, a lot of times we come home to our wives or significant others or what that may be, and a lot of times they think that we have to listen. We don't really want to listen to that at that moment, and sometimes we want to go somewhere first so we can be prepared to when we get home that we're ready for them. So we go somewhere to relax.
Right.
I mean, that's how I look at it.
One thing I think that they don't look at it is when you're at work, and whatever line of work it is, because remember, man cave is blue collar, white collar, no collar. I mean, everybody. I really like to think it's almost as it should almost be like a birthright in a sense. Like you think every man needs a sanctuary, a place that they can retreat to. If you look back in history, in the old days, the men had that. I'm talking about in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. They had, I don't want to say like a social club, but they had little outlets that they could just kind of get away.
Even the Romans.
And the women, yeah, sure.
The saunas, the big saunas.
Bars.
Yeah, absolutely.
They went to bars.
So you really need a place to kind of like go, regardless of what line of work you're in, go and just kind of forget that week or that bad day you had, whether it was a bad board meeting, if you're a cop and you had a bad day out on the street, firemen, civil servants. I mean, it really is for everybody that they just go and they kind of just put that day behind them, relax, and now they're ready to tackle the next part of their day, which is dealing with their wife, the significant other, girlfriends, family, whatever it might be.
Exactly.
No, it's true. We always need time out. It's like a big kid out in the world, and all of a sudden we need the time out to relax ourselves.
A reset
And
button.
discuss, yeah.
Right, but now, see,
But we do also have fun, right, Tommy?
absolutely. But my thing is, see, you're making it like it's an everyday thing. You're going to come home from work, you're going to go to your man cave. Come home from work, go to your man cave. It's once a week, maybe.
Yeah, but the guys that have it
Couple
in their
hours.
house always could run away.
Guys that have it in their
Exactly.
house, they have that
Guys
hour.
that don't have it,
Right.
they have to go to another place or another friend's house where they got to be invited.
And that's once a week, twice a week the most.
So that really leads us to say, and I really believe this, is almost, I want to say, two classifications of a man cave.
Sure.
You have that one that is an immediate egress for the guys, like you said, like we have friends, and we all do, we all have friends that they turned a garage that they're not using into a man cave. They turned a small den in the house or a room in the basement that would otherwise be used as storage or whatever, and they get this little piece. There are a handful of guys, unfortunate for them, but there are a handful of guys who don't have that luxury. So they need an outlet. They have to kind of, use my cave, come use Al's cave, try to get, they have to have friends. They have to be friends with people who have that cave.
Exactly.
So for them, it's more of a special occasion. If you have it on premise, you're golden.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to say so. I have a man cave. I don't call it a man cave. I call it like the cigar lounge. Because I got my humidor in it, which I bought you guys some cigars.
Oh, beautiful. Wow.
Oh, nice.
I think this one was Tommy's.
Oh, thank you.
This is yours, Jay. So what happened is we do have
Thank you.
we do have a cigar lounge in there that guys do come and hang out. We watch our TVs. We have a little bar. There's a place where Tommy comes and he cooks. He brings the shrimp. He comes and brings his stuff, and he boils the water. He makes food for us, and we eat. And we talk about just like we sit at the table with our family.
And the
man cave is
decor,
us.
the decor is the key. The pictures, the history.
Well, that's
that's the key.
You know what? Talk about the decor.
The decor
what's in
is-
the man cave?
And a man cave is all the decor of a man's man. You have every movie top movies that Hollywood ever made. You have scenes in movies that, people that we know. Due to
Well, what's our favorite? Our
You got to have
favorite show?
Sinatra's got to be on. Sinatra's
Frank Sinatra.
Pictures of Sinatra. Frank's got to be on the wall.
There's pictures of basically
Action movies that we
Right.
always watch, that
Sure.
only we would understand the lines
Right.
and the quotes to.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There's a lot of things.
Listen, any man cave that doesn't have The Godfather or
It's not a man-
Goodfellas, to me, it's
not a man
short.
cave.
You're
And we do
fall
watch
short.
them all the time,
You're
and we have
deprived.
guys that do come in and have a good time, and also say they try to act out. They try to act the lines.
Well, there's always shenanigans.
And we have fun. There's a lot of fun.
There's a lot of
Hey,
fun.
I'm going to say this, but you know what? I don't know if I should. But we walked into my man cave, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And ladies think that we're crazy. I went to go pick up a box of cannolis. I said, guys, there's a bakery around the corner. I'll be right back. I come back. He's got his pants folded, hanging on the hanger by the back of the door, and he's laying across the couch in his shorts. His socks are up to here. He's got a cigar in his mouth. I wish I had a camera that day.
Jeez.
And he's just hanging out. And I
That
said,
video would have
"Andrew,
been
what are you
viral.
doing?" Don't you feel embarrassed? He goes, "What's embarrassed? This is the man cave.
That's it.
This is our home."
Thank you for bringing that up. Thank
That
you.
was
thank
fun.
you. But that really embodies the whole the point of having it. What's the point of having something? What's the point of having a sports car if you can't drive fast in it once in a while? You know what I mean? You come here and I had a really crappy day. I had a really crappy week. It was the end of the week. I was looking forward to a nice long weekend, and I just let loose. I relaxed, and that was it. And we ended up having a great night. We watched a couple movies, like a throwback. We watched a couple. I think we might have watched The Godfather night, if I'm not
We
mistaken.
did.
We sat there. You know what I mean? You got some music playing. We went to a couple cigars, a couple of drinks. It was a nice, quiet, relaxing, de-stressing evening. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how that is because, as all of you guys know, I am the wild one. But before I was the wild one, I used to be in a serious relationship. And when I used to go and hang out in my friends' man caves. I mean, I haven't gone to yours yet, Al, but now that I've heard, I'm definitely going to be there.
Get there, Jay.
Sure, you're going to see him naked. Why wouldn't you want to go?
Well, hey, look, there are
what did I
perks.
start?
There are perks in the man cave.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Now all the ladies out there are going to see.
If anybody at
want
home
to see him,
makes a man cave,
invite
we
him
have
over.
him. He's available on weekends.
There you go. But I went through a bad breakup, and at the time there was nowhere to turn to. You know what I mean? It's for people. Women don't understand that for guys, it's very hard to talk about anything. Women always have a friend or someone you can talk to or lean on. We guys, since birth, we're taught don't cry, don't talk, be strong. A man cave, and from my experience, I was able to go to the man cave, hang out with the guys, even though I was messed up and heartbroken. Just being around the guys, talking, having a good time, listening, watching movies, it made it so much better. On most cases, not for nothing, no offense, but some guys would lose their minds and do something they shouldn't do, like go after their woman or stuff like that, or do something that can get them into trouble. But I felt like it was like a brotherhood. I went there, as bad as I felt, just being there, hanging out with the guys. They giving me pointers on how to get on with my life. Made it much easier, and I recovered quickly, and
absolutely.
it was great.
Absolutely.
That's why I said it's like you said, it should be a birthright. It should be something that we all should have.
It really, really is. Kind of staying in line with you talking about dealing with something sad or terrible incident in a person's life. A friend of mine at his place, he's got the pictures. His grandfather, his father when his father passed, but he was lucky he got to share time in his own man cave with his father.
Oh, nice.
So now it's like it's a memorial. It's become a memorial to him. He's got one wall, right? He's got the west side wall, right behind the bar, and he has all the pictures of him and his father, throughout the years and stuff. And on the anniversary, on his father's birthday, on the anniversary, anytime he goes in and he's like, hey, Adrian, what do you, I call him up and say, what do you do? He goes, Age, I was hanging out with Pop for a little while. And I know that he was downstairs, maybe burned a cigar, had a little scotch with his father, and it was like a retreat for him, you know what I mean? So it really can mean it really is an independent thing. It means what it means to the individual.
Correct.
But it's a much needed tool.
And I'm going to bring something up. There's plenty of times when I come home from work and I'm stressed. And everybody, nobody's going out or who's home with the family and everything. Where do I go? I go to my man cave, my lounge. I go in. I put the TV on. My surroundings, I got all the pictures up of my friends. We got everybody there and pictures. You got the TV on. And I just unwind. Yeah. And I think about what I'm going to do the next day. I relax myself. And then if I get a little, happy and I want a friend around, I'll text 10 guys that I'm at the man cave. And whoever comes, comes. And they'll come. Yeah, we'll be right there. We're right over. You guys know. You guys do it all the time. He's one of the ones that's always there.
I mean, Al shorts.
Al shows up sometimes. He's getting ready to call the cops. He thinks there's a bum sleeping out. It's me waiting for him to come in. It was there since last night.
No, but you guys gotta understand out there that the man cave, it's just a great domain to go there, to relax yourself, to unwind. And when we have the football games, that's like the best time because we order sandwiches, all kinds of stuff. I mean, everybody brings food. Who's going to Brooklyn? Al, I'm going to pick up the pastries in Brooklyn. They got to go out of their way to go to Brooklyn.
It becomes an event. It's
the salami, the ham, the whole stuff, the cookies, the almanac, which we have here today. And we drink. We have a good time. We don't get drunk and we don't get silly. A lot of the guys come and they're on their phones with their wives. They pick up the phone. We allowed that. We don't mind.
We have rules, but
there's rules, but they're loose rules.
But they talk to their wives and, honey, I'll be home in an hour. It's just a place where we can relax. And there's a lot of funny things that happen in the man cave.
Oh, forget about it.
There's a lot
there's a lot of things. Some guys really get so comfortable that they say some things that that are wild.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And it's funny. Again, we can't say it, but
you know what? It's a no, but it really is. It's like a no judgment zone. I don't want to keep going back to this idea of that caveman, but there's an idea like where a man needs to be a little bit man. You get a chance to just let loose and just whatever you want to do, and there's no judgment. You don't have to be worried about what somebody said there. It's like that's how I was feeling at the time.
I'm going to put a point. There was one time you brought it up today. Somebody gave me a slot machine from China, which I never knew how to work it. So we put it into the man cave, and we're trying to fix it. And it's really happened. Everybody's drinking about an hour. I'm trying to fix this machine to try to get it started. All of a sudden, this machine lights up, and it starts singing in Chinese.
God, I wish I had that video right now. I'd put that video up.
Everybody jumped up and didn't know where this music was coming. The lights were flashing, everything was going, and everybody started dancing. Everybody just started getting up. I'm like, guys, you okay? No, they're dancing with this. These are things that we won't do at home.
Exactly. It's just a way to bond, and just like women bond, we have always a bond. Our bonding is way different. The same way as our ideologies are different. And that's just a way of escaping from what we have to deal with on a daily basis. And that's all it is. I know a lot of women out there, they have this misconception of it. I know a lot of times, I'm sure.
Not just women, even our kids.
Well, there's some kids, there's other men. Listen, believe it or not.
Like my daughters, they said, Daddy, what are you doing in the man cave? What are you doing in the lounge? What do you do? I had to take my daughters, each one of them, and took them into my lounge. And they were like, Daddy, where'd you get that picture of Marilyn Monroe? Wow, Dad, look at this. You got a picture when I was a kid. I got pictures of my kids up there. I got pictures of family. We got pictures of us doing events.
Yep.
Because we do events. I got the foundation. Tommy's got his own foundation with him. You got stuff out going up. So I post everything on the walls. So they come in and they show it. I got nothing to hide. The man cave is nothing to hide. Women are welcome. We welcome women sometimes. Our wives or our girlfriends want to come in and say what's up.
For when I go for a tour, a very short tour, but a short tour.
Oh, we do. Sometimes I invite the guys with their wives when we have the barbecue.
But I was just
they come down.
We do the barbecue.
Then the wives feel uncomfortable because the guys are talking, and sometimes we say some things are stupid, and they go, oh, honey, we're gonna go home now, and they leave. But listen, a man cave is a beautiful thing for two people.
It really
is. You can sit there and relax. It's just a different domain. It's not like your dining room or your living room. It's something that you put together for your friends. Between, like you says, the picture, the 72-inch TVs, the stereo system, Some places you just tell me somebody has a fireplace. I have 2 fireplaces, but they're fake. You know, but it's just
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
It makes
matter.
colors.
The mental image.
It's
Central air conditioning I
It
got.
what
I
makes
got
it
heat.
for you. It is what it is for you. You know.
It's just a beautiful. I wish we could show some of them. What did the man? You know, the man cave. Maybe on a second episode I can bring some pictures up.
We'll do
Or
a little
video.
collage.
We'll put a video.
I
up.
got videos.
There you go.
I got a video. We were smoking a cigar. We went after dinner. We went to the man cave, and it was me, Tommy, and another gentleman, and we lit up. And I threw a soundtrack in, and Tommy started singing,
Oh, I got.
and I got that on video.
Oh, good.
And I never heard this guy sing. And I'm looking at Tommy. He says, "Tommy, you're talented. Where'd you get this thing?" He says, "You know, I rather do it here because nobody's going to laugh at me." I says, "Tommy, you got a great voice." So he opened up, and now he's going to sing at Taj Mahal.
Yeah. Next month.
Next month he's going to
Next
sing.
month.
He's going to open up for what's his name?
Paul Anka?
Paul Anka.
Oh,
There you go.
Paul Anka. But this is what I'm saying. We just open up for each other. It's just a great thing.
But the truth is, like I said, it's a retreat, and it's not just based on good, bad. It's just like we do barbecues there during the summer. You know, Al's kind enough that he opens it up to I mean, the last barbecue we had about 35 people show
That was a
up,
nice
you know.
barbecue.
And his location's nice. It's in Queens, so you got the whole sidewalk and everything else. And we set up 2 big grills, and next thing you know, we're cooking 10, 15 pounds of sausage. We're going through 100, 150 burgers.
Absolutely.
And then the greatest thing is because it's in the community, and because Al's involved in the community, you know, people have nothing to do with it. They're not even hanging out there, but people walking by, you know, the kids come up and they buy, hey, grab a hot dog,
Grab a
want a
hot dog,
sausage,
give 'em a
take a burger,
sausage.
whatever, you know. And again, it's just it's a nice social get together and a place to really just unwind and just really connect with guys, you know, like-minded people that want to do things, you know, just live life.
Yeah, you
So.
see, when you know the way I would look at the way I really look at the man cave, the whole perception of it is like for the guy who is married or in a relationship, you know, you're living with your wife, your significant other, that place, whether it's small as a small room or whether it's a big layout, at the end of the day, it's kind of like your way of reminding you of what you were when you were a single guy. Not that you want to be single, but you just want to have something that you can actually call your own. Because a lot of women don't understand too. When guys from day one are taught to be on their own, and when you're in a relationship is something that is sacrifice for the most part, and we always like to have that one thing that we can call our own, where we can just relax, enjoy it, and not have to think about twice, like whether it's if anything that I touch or do anything. Because, for example, let's be real. The kitchen is the woman's home. I'm not saying it in a very bad way, but I'm just saying that let's be real. When we gentlemen come into the kitchen, if a woman is doing something in the
They want
kitchen,
you out of the
she
kitchen.
wants them out the kitchen.
Get out the kitchen.
That's their spot. Until they're done, you do not go in there. That's the rule. Same thing with what the guys want a place for themselves that they can actually be there. And if you come down to visit, fine, whatever. But they just want somewhere that they can say, you know what, this is what is. My wife, my relationship with this is what was, and at least I can get a little piece of that without doing nothing that's gonna jeopardize my relationship. And then after the end of the day, you just go back and to your wife and everything's fine.
That's it.
You know, that's pretty much how I look at it.
I want to say a good thing about the man cave. I remember one day we were all sitting in the man cave. This is us, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Us. And we're trying to plan a fundraiser. And we can't do it over the phone. So we did it at the man cave. And we're planning a fundraiser to raise money for some charity that we have. A local charity or whatever it is, it was a local charity. And we're talking and we're discussing the ways of doing it. And what Adrian said, that let's have a big event with a bunch of guys smoking cigars. Remember? And then Tommy found the place, and we had over 200 and something people at men at a big man cave, smoking, having a good time, and we raised money. So it's not just like we're going there to hang out and get away from our wives or get away from our girlfriends or get away from our families. It's not that. We go there, we come back with
Ideas.
ideas.
It can be productive. You
Productive.
Can be
It is.
productive.
Networking,
It's a great productive thing.
You never know who you're going to meet at the man cave. Al has different friends.
We always have different friends.
Me and Adrian don't know.
But you bring your own friends,
And we'll bring
who's
our
your
own
friends that come as a
Al doesn't
contractor,
know, and that's it.
and then we start talking businesses, and next thing you know, we put more bread on the table for our families because we're
Right.
doing things together.
Exactly.
So it's a positive thing, a man cave.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely positive.
It's a
100%
positive thing.
positive, 100%.
Now, you know, people that want to ever go to a man cave, there's, you know, you can come to mine. Really.
Well, you know I'm coming to yours.
You know,
so-
yours I'm still waiting for.
And if you
You
didn't
know?
get that now, just look, it'll be posted on Facebook and everywhere else, every social media outlet.
Oh, yeah, but a man cave, like we said, this is our segment today is about the man cave.
Well, everybody, now you know what a man cave is, as explained here by my great friends here. And I hope you guys tune into the next episode, and we'll catch you on the rebound. Peace.
Thank you, Jay, Tommy,
Thank you,
Adrian.
guys.
Enjoy. So, the boys.
Salud.
You don't drink. I know you won't drink.
That's okay. Today I drink.
Salud.
Salute. Okay, this has been a great episode of The Man Cave.
Listen, did you like that cigar?
Beautiful.
You
I
do.
like it. I like it. One of your premiums?
This is a premium blend. Most of the guys that are in the man cave like it. We do have a lot of other things that we do in the man cave besides smoking cigars. You know,
They just escaped the mind right
I got something. I got something.
Go ahead.
Remember last week, two months ago, somebody approached me, a rapper. All right, this guy is a rapper.
Okay.
And he called a friend of mine up to come to the place to see if he wanted to do a shoot, a small shoot inside the man cave. So I says, all right, you can come over and take a look at it. Came to take a look at it, took some pictures of the pictures and everything I had in it. Calls me up the following week, and he goes to me, he says, Al, I really want to use your place. I want to film part of my music video there. Gives me the date.